Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Tetzaveh. The question of the week is, why is it important to be a giver? So in this week's Torah portion, we're going to learn from the Zohar. So the Zohar quotes the verse in this week's Torah portion where it says, the Ata Hakre Velecha, referring to Moshe Rabbeinu should bring close as Aaron Achicha, Aaron your brother, as Bonav Itoi and his children with him, Mitoich b'nei Yisrael, from amongst the Jewish people, Lechanoi li, they should be priests unto me. So the Zohar says, 1 second, seemingly the verse should say Lekoyin li, they should be a priest. What's this extra vav at the end? That's question number 1, the Zohar says. And the second question the Zohar says is, what does it mean Mitoich b'nei Yisrael, from amongst the Jewish people? So the Rebbe's father explains that what's the whole idea of the extra vav. So he says in the word koyin you have the hey, and the word that the Zohar is talking about, the one that we're adding is the vav. So the Rebbe's father explains that the vav corresponds to the midah, the midos, the emotions, and specifically of Tiferes in this case, and the hey is referring to malchus. And mitoich b'nei Yisrael is referring to the sphere of netzach and hoid. So therefore, that's why you have to have the vav, because the vav is adding the midah of Tiferes, and the mitoich is adding netzach and hoid, and that connects more to the idea of malchus. It gives it a complete picture. So Rebbe explains what's the complete picture, and Rebbe explains as follows: that vav, as the Rebbe's father explained, is referring to the emotions. Now, the emotions have within it all the intellect, because emotions are a byproduct of the intellect. Then you have the hay, which is malchus, and we know that malchus is judgment. So in other words, Rebbe explains, if you only have the hay, there wouldn't be the vav in there, you would have the koyin, and you would have the hay, which is malchus, but it would be full of judgment. In order to have a complete balance, you need to have the vav, which is represented by the idea of what? Of Tiferes, the emotions, which in it you have the intellect as well. And Rebbe explains, so why mitoich b'nei Yisrael? So mitoich b'nei Yisrael, he says, is netzach v'hoid. Seemingly, netzach v'hoid comes after Tiferes. And Rebbe explains the reason why it's mitoich b'nei Yisrael, because ultimately the Torah is trying to teach us that it's all about the action. Netzach and hoid brings the emotions into action. And Hashem wants us not just to have these powerful emotions of giving and receiving, but it's all about bringing it into action. So to answer the question, why is it important to be a giver? Because being a giver allows you to connect the vav to the hay. And that's why Hashem adds the vav to the hay. Because it's all about giving and receiving. And by giving, you're taking away the judgment that lies specifically in the world of malchus, in the world of receiving. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated to memory of Baruch Ben Aryeh, Shlomo Yosef, Rachel Aslipa, Tzina Vasara. May the souls be elevated by Torah we're studying in their memory. For more information, please see our website, Chabad, SWF.org. Have a great and blessed week. Shavua Tov.